Hi, in this video I will show you how we can create a cloud trail, AWS CloudTrail, which will forward the logs to AWS CloudWatch log group, okay, using Terraform. And we will be doing the CI/CD task by Github Actions, okay. So as you see in my screen, so this is the pictorial overview of my demo, where I have two big logos. One is GitHub account, where I have GitHub repo, where I will be keeping my Terraform file, and also it hosts the GitHub Actions as well. Yeah. Similarly, I have the AWS account, right, where I will be creating a CloudTrail logs, which will be forwarding the CloudTrail events to CloudWatch log groups. Okay, so that is where those two services will sit under AWS account. Okay, that's the reason those two services are being just been marked down under AWS logo. Okay, so in general, so the pipeline is in Visual Studio Code. This is Visual Studio Code symbol, where I will be developing my Terraform code. Once I'm done with my Terraform code, what I do is I will make the code synchronized with my upstream branch that is sitting in the GitHub account, which will again in turn invoke the respective GitHub actions. Okay, I'll be invoking the Terraform plan at one merger. That is, when I merge a code to my development branch or feature branch one. So then the GitHub action called Terraform plan will be invoked, which will run against my Terraform file, and it will generate a summary of my infrastructure. Based on the summary, if I'm happy with the summary, what I do is I will go for the next step, that is Terraform apply. Okay, so once I do the Terraform apply, then automatically the my code, which I'm going to show you here, will create a CloudWatch CloudTrail, which will forward the logs to my CloudWatch log group. Okay, yeah. So that's a basic pipeline information here. So let's go to the code. Okay. So what I do is I will just quickly walk you through the code, then I will show you the demo as well. Yeah. So as you see in my screen, so this is my complete environment ready. So this is Visual Studio Code, where I have a cloned my GitHub repo. In the GitHub repo, I have the two branches. One branch which is the name called feature branch one, which I denote it as a development branch. Main branch, which I again denote it as my production branch. Okay, yeah. So under the repo, I have two GitHub actions. One is the Terraform plan. Yeah. So Terraform plan has been targeted to feature branch one. So in the sense, whenever I make a upstream branch synchronization to feature branch one, the Terraform plan will automatically get invoked. Yeah. And I have one more GitHub action called Terraform apply, which is targeted on main branch. So whenever I create a pull request against my main branch, and the code merger happens to the main branch, then this GitHub action will be invoked. Okay, yeah. So to know more about how you can set up these YAML files, please do watch my previous videos where I have explained everything from the scratch. Okay. So with that note, let's go to the next file. So CloudTrail.tf file is nothing but the main and sole file which contains the complete definition about like how we can set up the CloudTrail, which will forward the logs to CloudWatch log groups. Okay. Yeah. So and it contains the end-to-end requirement resources. When I say resources, it includes the IAM role, policy, S3 group, CloudWatch log groups, then how to create a cloud trail. Yeah, so all the definitions are being clubbed in single file. Okay, so just focus on the this code walkthrough. You will definitely understand what and how you need to create the Terraform file in regards to this one. Yeah. So again, I have one more file called main.terraform file. So this contains my Terraform backend information. Okay, so where it contains the Terraform backend file information and the provider, that is the US East one provider one. Yeah. So now let's go to the CloudTrail one dot Terraform file. Yeah, the first one is a data that is a data. So this is the data block which retrieves the complete information about my AWS identity. Nothing but the key and the secret which I use to make a connection to my AWS account. Okay, which Terraform uses to make a connection to the AWS account. Okay, so that data will be retrieved by this Terraform block, that is data block, where the resource type is AWS underscore caller underscore identity, and this is the variable. Okay, then let's go to the next block. So in the next block, what I'm doing is I'm creating an IAM role, which is needed by the CloudTrail to push the logs to CloudWatch log groups. Okay, so for that one, what I'm doing is I'm creating a role, and to that role I'm attaching a policy. Okay, so in that policy, what I'm doing is I'm giving the required permissions to the CloudTrail logs. Okay, so this is the IAM role. Again, it's a resource. This is the resource type, that is AWS underscore IAM underscore role. This is the variable group. Yeah, this is the variable name of this particular block. Inside this flower bucket, we are giving the parameters. What is the name of the IAM role, I'm just making it very simple. That is CloudWatch, CloudTrail to CloudWatch. Just that's a role name. Inside this, we are giving the policy definition. Okay, policy definition in the format of JSON, right? And that has been kept under smaller than EOP block. Okay, yeah. And here inside this block, we have the version of the role policy. That is this is the API version. Yeah. And under the statement blocks, we are keeping only one item, that is of effect. Allow principal is targeting to CloudTrail, yeah, and the action is assume, that is STS assume. Okay, nothing but the role which is assigned to CloudTrail can assume that policy. Okay, yeah, can assume the access given in the policies. Okay, now let's go down one more step down. So here I'm defining the policy which I'm attaching to the above role. Okay, so in this policy, what I'm doing is I'm giving the required permissions to CloudTrail so that the CloudTrail can push the logs to CloudWatch log groups. Okay, so let's go and let's quickly walk you through this code block. Okay, so let me make a bigger so that you can see it correctly. Yeah, so here you go. So first one, here. Okay, so let me drag down. It's went fast up. So here, um in policy. Okay, so this is the big block of cloud policy. Okay, yeah, so to make you visible, yeah, so this is the cloud policy definition. Okay, which is needed by the CloudTrail to push the logs to CloudWatch log groups. Okay, again, it's a resource. This is the resource type, that is AWS underscore IAM underscore role underscore policy. This is my variable name given to this resource inside this flower bucket block, right, where we are giving the name of the policy. This is CloudTrail policy and the role to which it should be attached, right? This is nothing but it is pointing the role which we created above. Yeah, if I just show you again to make you understand. So here it is. Yeah, it's referring to the above role block only. Yeah, then let's go to the policy block. Okay, inside the policy block, right, again the policy block has been kept under a smaller than EOP block. Okay, EOF block. This is the version of API and the statements. Okay, inside the statements we have two keys. Okay, two items indeed. Okay, not a keys. So these are the items. You can call it as a statement items. So in statement items, first item is, this is the SID of the first item. This is the effect is allow. Action is we are doing is create log stream. Okay, so for the on the CloudWatch logs groups, we are giving the permission to he can create a cloud log streams. Okay, the create log stream action is been given via this item. Yeah, and the resource being targeted. So to on which resource? It is the same log group which I am to create, which I will create down the code. Okay, so I will show the log group definition. Okay, so this is the block which creates the CloudWatch log group. Okay, it's very simple. So I will just let me reiterate here. Okay, so this is the resource. Again, it's a AWS underscore CloudWatch underscore log underscore group. Okay, this is the resource type to create a CloudWatch log group in Terraform. This is the variable, and inside this flower bucket block we are giving only one parameter, that is the name of my CloudWatch log group. Okay, and you need to make a note that here we are not giving directly ARN. Okay, we are giving the extended format of ARN. Yeah, if you see here, it starts with ARN AWS logs, then and then the which location it is, then the your account number, then insert the account number, log groups. Yeah, and this is your log group name. Okay, then colon star, nothing but all the logs. Okay, all the parts under that log group can be used by CloudTrail. That's what this resource means. Okay, similarly, let's go to the next item, that is SID. Okay, again effect is allow. Here action which I am allowing is put log events. Okay, and the resources, again it's pointing to the same log resource group. Okay, log groups. Okay, and nothing but CloudWatch log group. Okay, yeah, so this one we have already created. So this is the block to create AWS CloudWatch log group. The next one is, this is the CloudTrail group. Okay, which I have already covered multiple times in the previous videos, but still pertaining to this scenario, I have just modified the same code block. Okay, so let me quickly walk you through this block as well. So this again is a resource. This is the resource type, that is AWS underscore CloudTrail. Yeah, and this is the variable name. And inside this flower bucket block, we are giving the name of the CloudTrail. This is the name of the CloudTrail bucket name. So nothing but I'm just pointing to the S3 bucket which I will going to create down. Okay, so this is the bucket is been referenced here. Okay, and the key is nothing but a key. Yeah, So I'm just giving a CloudTrail key, okay? And include global service event. Yes, in the sense all I am related logs will be pushed to this storage account or to the CloudWatch log group, okay? Then this is the CloudWatch log group ARN, okay? So nothing but it is pointing to the same log group which we created above, but this is something like we are not dynamically getting, but we are getting in a hard coded, kind of partially hard coded and partially dynamic variable group, okay? Variable group ARN, okay? It's again ARN AWS logs US East 1. This is the account number. And then the log group is the keyword, then our log group name and colon star, nothing but all the logs under one, okay? Then after that event selector, in the event selector we are giving read write type of all, okay? Include management event, yes, to include the management event, okay? Then CloudWatch log group role names, and this is nothing but it will point to the same role which we created meant for CloudTrail, okay? So that is the reference been given here, yeah, yeah. Then let's go to the final block, that is creating a bucket, that is S3 bucket, okay? So it's a big one which I have already covered, so let me quickly cover in this video as well, yeah. So here, so what it does is it creates a S3 bucket which will be used by CloudTrail to store these logs, okay? From where again we are forwarding to CloudWatch logs group, okay? So here, it's a resource. This is the resource type, that is AWS S3 bucket, yeah, AWS underscore S3 underscore bucket. This is the variable. Inside this floor bucket block, we are giving the further required parameter, that is the name of my bucket. Force just equal to true, and the inside the policy blocks we are giving the smaller than policy block, yeah. And this is the version of my API, and inside the statement we have two key items, okay? Two key items for actions, okay? The actions being allowed, okay, or actions being given through this policy, okay? This is the SID of the item, and effect is allow. Principal is it's pointing to CloudTrail only because we are giving the permission to CloudTrail. So CloudTrail, we are giving the get bucket ACL permissions is being given, and it has been target to a specific bucket, okay? So this is the bucket which we are creating above, yeah. Similarly, then we have one more action item. So where again the principal is pointing to CloudTrail Amazon service, then effect is allow. Similarly, if you see here, the action is just changing, right? That is action equal to S3 colon put bucket, okay, and pointing to the same resource, okay? It's pointing the same resources, okay, yeah. So now let's, yeah. So now next one, what I'm doing is I'm adding the condition, okay? So condition here is saying like if the caller identity, nothing but the access been given to the Terraform should have minimum access of CloudTrail bucket owner full control, yeah, yeah. So that's it. I have quickly walked you through this code. You can use the video pause method to copy the code, right? And you can try on your own, okay? So now let's go to the source code and do a staging of this code, yeah. So next one is I will show you the demo of how you can create it, okay? So let's make a meaningful message, that is CloudTrail, yeah. What I do is I will commit this change to locally to my branch, okay? Now as you see here, I have committed locally to my local branch. Now upstream branch, okay, now I need to synchronize this with my upstream branch. That's the reason the here if you see there's a one changes needed to be synchronized with the upstream branch, okay? So let me do that, yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm synchronizing this change to my upstream branch, that is feature branch 1, which is sitting in GitHub account, okay? So once this has been synchronized, we should see the GitHub Actions get invoked here, right? So let's go to the Terraform plan. Here you go. The Terraform plan GitHub Action has been invoked. Now let's quickly parallelly see the logs of this Terraform plan. Yeah. So what actually this Terraform GitHub Action does is, right, it does nothing but it just creates a blueprint or just a summary of what infrastructure is going to create, okay? Make a note that it actually does not create any infrastructure, okay? So to create the infrastructure we need to run one more GitHub action, okay, so which I will explain later. So before that we quickly go through the logs of this Terraform plan. Here it says it's going to add CloudTrail resource, okay, and it's going to create a watch logs, that is a AWS CloudWatch log group. It creates a IAM role, right? It also creating a policy. It is IAM role policy. It's creating the AWS S3 bucket, right? And finally, summary says that it's going to add 5 resources to AWS account. So this is my AWS account where I'm going to create those S3 bucket, CloudTrail, and CloudWatch log groups. All right. So if you see here, there is no bucket. Once I run that changes in my infrastructure, it will create one more bucket here. Yeah. And also, if you show you the CloudTrail as well, there are no CloudTrails as of now. Okay. So yeah. So let's wait for this to get updated. Yeah. So here you go. There is no CloudTrail, and let me show you the CloudWatch log groups. Okay. So let's see if there are any CloudWatch log groups of same names. Okay. Now, as of now, we have created just a summary of the infrastructure. Okay, but make a note that we have not created any infrastructure yet now. Okay, that's the reason we are not able to see any log groups here, right? So there are no log groups here, which we will be create by releasing the Terraform apply action. Okay, so how to do that? We can do that by creating a pull request against my main branch. Okay, so let me do that. Why I'm doing this is because I'm making the updated code to main branch. Okay, so whenever there is a code push happens to main branch, which is nothing but a production branch, then automatically respect to GitHub Actions will be invoked. Okay, when I say respect to GitHub action invoked, here we will be invoking Terraform apply, which will in turn creates an infrastructure in the AWS account. Okay, so let's go to the GitHub action and see what here you go. A Terraform apply GitHub action has been invoked, right? And let's see how it runs. Okay, so again always recommend you to study the Terraform apply and Terraform plan log so that you understand that how the Terraform actually works. Okay, that would really help you to code the infrastructure. Okay, now it is taking very minimum time, so let's see the how it looks. Okay, so let's go back to the Terraform action again, and it should be applied now. Yeah, currently it is creating. Okay, it has successfully applied. Let's see the Terraform apply logs. Here you go, right? It has successfully created the required infrastructure. Okay, it has created the log group, a role, bucket, CloudWatch log group, role, policy. Right? In total, it has created 5 resources. Okay, and 0 destroy and 0 changes. Correct. Now let's go and see if the infrastructure has been created in the AWS account. Okay, so that marks completion of this demo. Okay, so if I refresh, I should see one CloudWatch log group should be created. Here you go. The log stream CloudWatch log group has been created, right? And the log stream has been already been started, right? If you see here, the CloudTrail log stream has been already been started. If you see here, is pushing so many logs, okay, so many events to the CloudWatch. Okay, right? Now let me take you to the CloudTrail as well and show you that the CloudTrail has been created. Yeah. So if you go to the CloudTrail, so so this is the CloudTrail, right? So this is the CloudTrail which we created. Now this CloudTrail, what it's doing is, so whatever the events are happening in the AWS account, that same logs will be pushed to our AWS CloudWatch log. Okay, that's what this CloudTrail is doing as of now. Okay, yeah. So if I go down, so here you go, right? We are pushing all the we are pushing all the management data, all the management data event as well, right? To the right here you go. So the log stream. So this has been pointing to a CloudWatch log group, and this is the ARM of that the ARN of, yeah. This is the role been attached to this CloudTrail, which will help CloudTrail to push the logs to this log group. Okay, yeah, yeah. So now finally, let me show you the S3 bucket being created as well. So we have seen that there were only two S3 bucket. Now we should see three, right? So here you go. So the CloudTrail log bucket has been created, correct? Yeah. And let's see if the events are getting stored and being pushed to CloudTrail as well. Yeah. So as of now, there is no logs, but if you're making some changes, then the CloudTrail logs will also be pushed here. But as of now, our main aim was to push the CloudTrail logs to AWS CloudWatch log groups, okay, which already been shown, okay, yeah. So that's it. We have shown you the required things to be shown here in this demo. One more thing, kind request, please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot, okay. With that note, thank you. Thanks a lot.